Hello everybody, welcome back to the survival world, and I am on my way back to the base right now, and I'm here, in your face. I'm back from a mining adventure, where I was mostly going for diamonds, but as you can see I got diamonds, and I also got some emeralds, and a bunch of iron. I got a bunch of, like 3 stacks is it? Yeah. Got these 2 stacks of iron, and then this one of 23. And then I found these 2 enchanting books, Power 3, Fire Aspect 1, and a bunch of saddles, because I found 2 dungeons while I was just mining and looking for diamonds. And no, I have not been working down here. And one of the reasons I haven't been working down here or anywhere else is because I've been wanting to build the sorting facility, which I have started to do, and that's what we're going to go look at here in a second. But first I have to get rid of all this crap that's on me, and I'm going to put these books in here, not the wheat. And I don't know, is there anything else I can put in here? I don't think so. Close this back, and I'll show you guys what I've done so far with the sorting facility, because I have worked on it, and I've started to try and figure out how everything's going to work, but I have to fully figure out how everything's going to work, and that's going to take some time. And actually, let me put those in there as well. Those are going to go in there. Saddles. I don't know where I have half of my crap. Saddles. Where do I put saddles at? Saddles? Hello? Oh yeah, those go in the barn, and I'm not near the barn. So for now, I'm going to put them in here. I don't know. I sometimes just put random stuff in the chest, and then I'll go back later and clean it out. So you know what? I'm just going to empty everything that I don't know where it's going to go for now into here, and I will empty this out later. I'll just put the ore in here, and this ore, and I know where gunpowder goes. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I've ever shown this. It's nothing, you know, special, but I made this so I can get rid of stuff I don't need, like rotten flesh. I mean, who needs that? Especially when I have all this stuff that I have. I don't need that. But anyways, I guess I'll keep everything else I have on me except for... Let me throw... No, not in there. Throw that away and that away. Okay. I think I showed you guys this in the last episode. And this right here was supposed to let me know when it's daytime or it's nighttime outside. And I figured out it's not working. And I'm not exactly sure why. And I'm not really going to mess with this too much right now. But the redstone is not lit, so I guess it's daytime? I don't remember. See, I don't even remember how this thing works, because I built it, I thought it was going to work, and I left it alone. Okay, so it's nighttime. Do I have a bed on me? I do. Let me go to sleep really quick. Let's mess with it just for a second, and then we'll move on. Okay. So I have slept, and now it should be daytime. And see, it doesn't come on, and I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what, you know what? I just figured out what it is. It's because I have this block over this torch. No? Well, I think it is, though, because there, that turns on. But I think when that's on, and there's a block over it, it should make it flash. No? Maybe this will make it flash. I don't know. Again, I don't really want to mess with this right now, because I have other things I want to mess with. Oh my gosh. Oh my, holy moly. You want some of this? Come on. I got a sharpness 1. Okay, that didn't work. Crap. Okay, let's get out of here before we get blown up. Actually, I need to go back down in there. How do I go? How do I go? Oh well, we'll just go back here. Well, actually, I did show you guys the tunnel I dug in the last episode. I was going to go back through the tunnel and go underneath the water and show you the tunnel, but I think I already showed you guys. So, I'm just going to go through the water. And it looks like a skeleton, or is that a zombie over there? It is a skeleton. And your face is going to get chopped off right now. Wow, he must have been hurt from the sun burning him up, because that was a one shot with this crappy sword. It's only a sharpness 1. But yeah, over here, since this is all grass, I don't want to be building this redstone stuff on grass. Just because I don't like the way it looks. Even though once I build a building around these machines, once I build them, you're not really going to see this much anyways unless I come in here to work on it. But still, I don't want to build it on grass just because if I'm underneath, like this for example, if say I'm underneath here and I'm like mining away the dirt, if I don't see cobblestone, I'm just going to keep mining dirt, and say this was cobblestone was dirt, I'll obviously end up accidentally mining it at one point and destroying my redstone. So it's better to have cobblestone there, that way I know that there's redstone above on top of the cobblestone. So what I've done so far is I have laid this track that goes to the chest room where I put all my stuff away, and I have a redstone torch in my inventory all of a sudden. I must have broke it. Oh, that's from over there, never mind. But yeah, I got it going from the inventory room or the chest room, and it goes up here. And right now, this is as far as I've gotten, is I have one machine built where if I have this set up properly, you can see a mine or a chest cart will just pass right by here, right? Well, if I set this up right using redstone instead of these levers being right here, I think I have to do one and then the other. So I think I pull this one back, and then this one will activate and cause the track to turn. So the chest cart would then turn and come up here, and it will fill up with whatever's in here. And then when it's done, it will send itself back to me where I am waiting for it. So that is as far as I've gotten so far. And then I started to building another one, and you can see I haven't really done it fully. You can see I have just started, and that's it. And that's what I want to do, is I need to start building these machines and figuring out how far apart I need them to be, or how far apart they can be, because I don't know if they have to be, say, as far apart as I have them now. Maybe closer together is okay. Maybe they need to be further apart. That's the step I am at right now, or the point I'm at. And see, I started building over there, and then I realized that's a little bit too far away, because I don't know if this facility needs to be this big, as big as you see this pad of cobblestone. So I quit building it over there, and I was like, I'm going to first start building right next to this tunnel that I dug, and then if I need to go that way, I'll go as far as I need to that way. So now I need to build the next machine, which is this one. But again, I don't know if it needs to be this far away. So I'm going to tear all this up and start fresh and show you guys how I build this, even though I think I've shown this before, but I don't remember because it's been so long. I think I showed when I was way over there. I don't know if you'll see it. Way over there where the bridge is at, which you can't see from here, where I had one of these machines sitting there for a long time. I think I showed it then, but again, I'm not sure. The only thing I have to worry about right here is I'm going to need redstone underneath, because if you look down here, let me see, where's our redstone torch? Right here? No, there's one right here. See, there's a redstone torch here, and that's to light up these powered rails. Okay? So that redstone torch has to be there to constantly leave these lit. Then there's torches underneath these ones. Somewhere there's a torch. I don't know where it is, but you guys know what I mean. There's a torch under here lighting up these powered rails. Did not mean to do that. And so I need room underneath for torches, but I'm also going to need room underneath for redstone. Instead of these levers being here, there needs to be redstone underneath to these pistons, and that's just 2 pistons. I'm going to have redstone too, and then the next couple of pistons, the next ones, and the rest of the torches, and so on and so forth. So that's why I can't just build one of these right next to one another. And as a matter of fact, I need to start digging this out underneath so I can start laying the redstone. And see, I know I'm going to break another redstone torch, like this one here. He's going to end up getting broke. And that one there is probably going to end up getting broke. I don't even know why this one's here. Oh, that's actually the track that I was talking about, right? I can't even get up here to see, but whatever. I think that's what that is. Actually, yeah, because there's the track, and then there's the torch. Okay. So let's just mine this out quite a bit, and then I'll kind of figure out where the redstone needs to go, and I'll kind of be able to figure out where the next machine needs to go. Hopefully I'm not gonna have to build it and then move it and then build it and then move it. That's why I need to do this now, is clear a spot and figure out exactly how much space I need in between machines, because then I could just, after I show you guys how I'm building the machines, I could probably just build them all off camera and then move on to the next step. And I don't know if we need much more room than this, so let's just dig out a little bit more. And see, even down here I don't want dirt, to be honest. I plan on, at least for now, just building with this here, like just laying redstone on top of all this. But I plan on coming back and eventually changing it all out to cobblestone or something, just because cobblestone, for one, is harder to break, because dirt you can break pretty quickly with your hand. Cobblestone takes a lot longer. And then the same thing with a shovel. This shovel's pretty powerful, but still, if I'm accidentally like mining around and then I bust open an area and hit this, I won't break it by accident. But I don't know, it's just the way I want to do things either way. So that torch will stay there, and this thing has to stay in the way. That's got to stay there. And as a matter of fact, let's just move some of this, since I do plan on changing it. And this is going to be a lot of redstone down here. And one of the things I really need to figure out first is if the redstone is going to reach to this distance, because like you guys that have been watching for a while will know that this originally wasn't going to be built here, this facility, and I had problems with the redstone reaching to where I was going to build it, and I don't want to have that problem again. So I need to run some redstone and just see if it reaches, because I haven't really done that. I figure it should reach, because I had it going a lot further, it seems like, where the machine originally was going to go, than where I'm putting it now, and that redstone seemed to reach. So I imagine from the chest room to out here, the redstone shouldn't be an issue. But let's just go ahead and get rid of all this crap I have, and I guess try that. Because I don't want to go ahead and start really building this and then leave the redstone for last, get over here and figure out it's just not going to work. So I've pretty much organized everything redstone wise, and I got chests with redstone, as you saw there, and a bunch of redstone items. So we're going to grab repeaters, more repeaters. I have levers over there, so we'll just use these levers. And we'll use one of these pistons just to test it. And it's becoming night, of course, but that's okay, because we're going to leave here. And we're going to run this redstone. I guess we'll just run it straight down there right now. It's obviously not going to be above ground like this, but this is for testing purposes. We are going to just run it like this. And I guess I don't want to go right next to the tunnel, like right here. So I'm going to go one over and leave a block dividing, like a wall dividing the tunnel. But I do need to bust it open and see what level is that. Okay, so let me stay at this level here. And I did ask you guys, I think maybe the last episode or the one before that, if I should show this on camera or not, and nobody really said yes or no. Nobody left a comment saying they did or didn't want to see me build this entire thing. So I'm just going to take it upon myself and just go ahead and build it on camera. It's something I kind of wanted to do anyways, was build this on camera. You know, maybe I could, you know, look back and maybe figure out something I did wrong, and maybe somebody can find this helpful in some way or another. So I'm gonna do most of this on camera. There may be little things here and there I won't show, like I was saying before. Once I figure out how the machines are gonna go for sure, and then it becomes a process of just repeating the building process of the, you know, machines themselves. I don't necessarily need to show you guys that, because it's just going to be something very repetitive and boring to watch. And so yeah, that I won't show, but things like this I kind of want to show anyways, even though, like I said, nobody really said yay or nay on whether or not they wanted to see me build this entire thing. But again, I won't be showing the entire thing. And how long is this tunnel? Jeez. Are we almost there? We're almost there. We're like halfway. I figured I would have been there by now, but I didn't realize how far away this tunnel is, or this room is, to the sorting facility. And again, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I'm pretty certain this thing's gonna work. It's just I can't say 100% for a fact I know it's gonna work. Because you guys have already seen me build the automatic sorting machine where it automatically sorts items, and then I've tested with what I'm kind of building back there in a testing world, where it's creative mode and I just test things out. And I pretty much have gotten it to where, you know, I send a chest cart and it would go to like 4 different machines that I tell it to go to when I tell it to go to each machine, and it would get certain items and bring them back, and it was working right. I just have to marry both those things together, the automatic sorting and the automatic retrieving, basically, because that's what this thing's gonna do. Is it's just gonna automatically sort items for me, but it's also with the push of a button or the pull of a lever, it's going to, you know, go and gather certain items for me that I request it to. And so let's turn that on, and then we'll go ahead and place repeaters and figure out where we need them. And I am hungry. Hum nom 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 nom. Oh yeah, and I still haven't ripped all this out. I have so much to do all the time. Okay, so let's go ahead, and redstone usually runs out at about 15 blocks. And then you have to put a repeater to, you know, reignite or re-amplify the signal or whatever you want to call it. And I hear water near me. Oh, that's right, I'm underneath water. That's probably why I'm hearing water. No worries. Okay, I can't get over this repeater. You suck. It's weird. Sometimes a repeater can get in your way or it won't let you past. Okay, so one there. And let's see. It sounded like it was raining. I guess I was hearing things. Okay, did this piston work? Nope, it needs another repeater. Let's put one right here. And I'm afraid I'm going to get blown up. And I just heard it activate. But we are going to do something to make sure that it's working. Because we are in this area, and I've mentioned this before in past test videos I've done with redstone, is if we're in the area, the redstone's obviously going to work while we're in that area. And you guys freak me out. Can you get out of here? Oh, hi. Something else I've been experiencing out here while building all of this is not really mobs so much, because usually I'll be asleep in the game before I let it become night and they spawn. But it's animals, because all this flat land, there's so many cows that spawn, like this guy, and everything else, which isn't a bad thing because I can sometimes use, you know, the leather, which I have a ton of right now. I've been collecting, and also the steak, you know, to eat. So that's not too bad. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's just they get in the way. I'll be building, and then they'll just randomly spawn, and then they'll just be all up in my way. So let's turn that off, which will move the piston back, or it should anyways. Let's try to run back over here, and I don't know what I'm going to place down, but I'm going to place something where I'm going to hit that lever, and then I'm going to turn it back off, and then we're going to come over here and see if it moved whatever I put in front of it. I'm thinking I could just place a repeater and it will pop the repeater up. So let me just take this off just in case. I don't know how that would work. But now let's see. We're going to go back again. I'm going to activate it, then unactivate the piston. Hopefully at the distance it will work. And then another question is, will this continue to work the further down the redstone needs to travel when it comes to machines that are further and further away? So let's hit this. Give it a second. While we wait, we'll chop some of this out. And that's probably long enough. And crap. Give me this. I can't waste nothing. Give me that sandstone back. Alright, we'll hit that. And now we'll travel back and see if it activated and pop that repeater up. And if it did, that's good news. But again, the further the redstone needs to travel as we build machines further and further away, that's going to be the question, if it becomes a point where it doesn't want to reach when we get to, like, say, that mountain over there, which I don't know. I may be able to compact this more than I think, but as you guys see, it it works, so that's good. So far, anyways. So let's replace that. And where's my food? Because I am running around so much, I need to eat. And you guys get out of my workstation! This is a construction site, can't you see? That's okay, they won't bother us anymore because they're dead. You're dead, fools. And like I was saying earlier, is I'm pretty sure I've shown me build one of these, and I also think at the time I explained that there's 3 different ways to build this thing, where I'm gonna have to go look again because this particular machine is not my design. This area over here, how I'm trying to build this I've come up with on my own, trying to I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, direct the cart up here or direct it path to another one and then come back. And this all is my kind of own doing. This machine I didn't come up with. If I can find the guy's video, I'll link it and I'll give him credit, but I can't take credit for this because I didn't build it. But there's 3 different ways to make this, and this version, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to go look again, and like I said, I think this one is where when the chest cart gets up here, the chest cart will fill up almost entirely full. Like, let's place a chest down, because this is the same amount of items that would go in a chest cart. It would fill all these slots except for I think like maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 slots will not get filled. And then once it gets to that, it somehow activates this powered rail to turn on right here. Somehow, I don't know exactly how this thing works exactly, but it does something. It sends a signal down and powers this block, which powers the powered rail. And since it will be at an angle, which you'll see later on if you haven't seen that before, is it will come back and it will go back to where it came from. And then the other two ones, that's a word. The other 2 ways to build this, one, it will fill up like this top row, and then once it fills up this top row, then it will send itself back. And then the other one, it's kind of like in the middle where it fills more than the one where it just fills this, but it doesn't fill the whole chest. It just fills like, let's say, half of the chest, and then sends itself back. And they look pretty similar, but there's a little bit of a difference when it comes to how it's built. And I don't remember how to build the other ones. I have them in the other world. I'll have to build them and then test them out and see which one does which again. But if I'm not mistaken, this one fills the chest cart almost all the way up and sends it back, which is kind of what I want. I don't know. That's just the one I want for now. But anyways, enough of that. Let's okay, so we know this redstone reaches, and I guess we could move on to the next phase, which is testing out the timing of this. Like, let me get rid of this and let me mine out underneath here and here, and we're gonna try and hook these up, and then we'll send a chest cart and test it and see if it starts automatically filling. We won't wait till it fills all the way up because that will take probably a while, and that's why I don't know if I want to use this particular auto filler machine, because it does take quite a bit of time. But we'll just have to see, people. We will just have to see, because again, as much as I want to build this on camera, it's still gonna be a, you know, experiment for myself. You know, it's like I don't have this thing mastered. I almost have it mastered, but not quite. So move all this crap out my way. Okay, where's this piston? So let's put a block right here and bring it down, and I always like to make sure that it works, so give me a redstone torch. And see, that doesn't work. That's why I made sure. I don't hear it activating. I think it needs to actually go into the back of the piston. I swear, as much as I think I know about redstone, I sometimes find myself not knowing what I'm doing. But I quickly adapt. I adapt and overcome. And I may obviously change the way this is, because I don't know if this redstone being up here and this piston being here and this and that, if I'm going to be able to put machines on this side, I don't know. But this should work. Let's try this. Okay, so that works. Now let's move it over here and connect it. And now we got to connect this one. So we're just going to do the same thing. Okay. We need to mine this out. And I hope this torch doesn't get in the way, but I can move it a little bit if I need to. Okay, so we'll run this down. And I can't get out. Help me. Okay, there we go. Okay, leave that. Let's go around. Okay, so run that to there. Okay, so now we gotta see if we need repeaters by powering this behind. Let's power it. Hold on. Let's do it right here behind a repeater. Okay, did that activate both pistons? It did. So now we need to figure out which one needs to be activated first. Is it this one or is it that one? If this one gets activated, whoops, that's not gonna work. If that one goes out, that means it's gonna go straight. Okay, let me think. So this one needs to come back, and then this one needs to go forward. So yeah, this one needs to be delayed if I'm not mistaken. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna put a repeater right here. Okay, I only needed to break one of those, but alright. Put a repeater here. We might need two just to delay it more. I don't think so though, maybe not. Okay, I got everything ripped up. Oh yeah, and one of these needs to be inverted too. I think it's this one. This one needs to be powered on. See, this is where it kind of gets a little tricky. Just a little tricky. It's not too hard. If you know a little bit about redstone, it's not that hard. It is just a pain in the butt to do this. But let's see. Let's go like that. And then we'll put a torch here. And then that. And now let's see if I put a torch here. But okay, it should have turned this one off. And turn that one on. Okay, so you can see it's a straight path now to go along. And now let's rip this torch up and see if it makes it connect to the machine. So now it comes along and turns to the machine now. Perfect. So now I guess we could test with a cart now. And of course it's becoming nighttime again. Do I have a cart on me? I do not. And you know what? We'll just do this to make it quicker. Is I'll ride the cart and then I'll make a chest cart. And we'll actually I already had a chest right there. So let me make a chest cart. Okay, where's it at? Here we go. Give me a chest cart. We'll do that after we test it and make sure that it sends me up here and back. So first, we want to see if it sends me past the machine. So we'll go down here and flip the switch. And first we'll sleep because, as you guys seen and I noted, it's becoming nighttime and we don't want to get eaten. So get out and break this and go to sleep. And we'll flip the lever. Don't forget to flip the lever. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. Okay, let's break the bed. Flip the lever. So that should have give us a straight path past the machine. So let's jump in and see if we end up going past it. And perfect. So we went past it like I wanted. And now what I want to do is throw just some random items in here. Let's just throw all these cobblestone blocks I have, and that should be fine. Oh, it's already getting sorted into here. That's not a bad thing, because once the cart comes up, it will start filling into the chest cart anyways. So now let's travel back. This is a lot of testing, I know. And we will get the chest cart out. And we gotta flip the lever again. And we'll see if that gets sent up to where the hopper's at, and the machine, you know, should auto-fill it. Let's give it a second though, because I want to flip the lever and use the track to go past again. That should be long enough, I would imagine. If not, crap. And let's go. So we'll go up here and we'll see if it's, you know, auto-filling the chest cart, which would be perfect. Okay, it went past. Why did it go past? It should not have done that. Is it because I wasn't in the area? Oh god, I hope not. Okay, for some reason it went past this. It should have stopped at an angle. Like, did I grab the cart? Oh god. Okay, get up here. Come on. It should have stopped at an angle on here. And I know this is going to break the cart completely, which I wish it wouldn't. So now I gotta go make it again. Oh man, I hope this... Oh man. Okay, where's it at? Where's it at? I'm in a rush because we're almost at time for this episode, and we'll have to pick up where we leave off. So I want to come down here and change that, or I can't because it's already a constant. What do I do? Break this? Okay, did that switch up to there? Okay. Now I really hope this goes past again. Okay, good. Then it's not a distance thing. I was afraid that it was because I was too far away back there that it didn't register to stop here. Something else is going on. It might be the length of this. And to be honest, I need to jump into my other world just to see. So let's go ahead and jump in there really quick. And I will show you guys also the other two machines. Come on, hurry up. Preparing to save. That world takes the longest to save out of any of my worlds. Whatever, I can stay on hard, I don't care. And again, I've shown this thing where I'm going to spawn right now. I could see it in the little picture. Yeah, right here. I've shown how this works before, but I don't remember which episode it was. But this is kind of how it's going to end up working. Is this is one machine, and it's going to turn and get whatever's in here. Or is it? Wait. No, this isn't right. I don't know why that's like that, honestly. I think I was just testing something. But it's supposed to turn and go to this one. I think I messed this up. Because there's track missing. Whatever, I'm not even going to pay attention to that right now. Here's the machine that we just built. And then I was just messing with. And for some reason, this one should work. Unless they change redstone or something, which would really suck. Okay, why did that do that? Why... Okay, so they had to have done something. For some reason, this is not acting like it should. Why? Oh man, I really hope that they didn't mess with the redstone where I'm gonna have problems now. Because as we know, they did a recent update, which I don't think it had anything to do with redstone, but what about that? No? It's powering. I can see what's happening in a way. Does this need to be delayed? I don't think that's going to do anything, honestly. Okay, that did. Oh, well, for a second it did. See, it's supposed to stay at that angle. Let's see, does it go faster again? I think it does because it's sending the signal much faster. Yeah, it does. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to mess with this and figure it out. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a total, like, game changer where it's not going to work at all, because I can see right here it just needs to be delayed more, and I think it has something to do with the repeater, because this right here should stop it. Yeah, because see, it didn't light the powered rail up right away, which is weird that it's even lighting it up. Let's see if I put a repeater back there, what happens. Yeah, it sends it back. See, it shouldn't be doing that. Is it because this is empty? No, that has stuff in it. Is it because you're full? It might be because it's full. Let me try that. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to try this last thing and then we'll end this episode. And we'll just pick up, you know, here in the next episode and hope that I have figured this out. Okay, maybe it was because it was full. I think that is why it was. Because, again, I don't know exactly how this machine works. But what I do know is that once this chest cart gets to a certain... capacity, it for some reason it sends a signal to this stuff over here to power this to send itself back, like it kept sending itself back. And so that's, I think, the problem there is I just had the cart full. Yeah, because see, that one stopped too, and I didn't even really mess with this side. So okay, that's okay. We shouldn't have too much of a problem. Why the other one and the other world it's going past that, I don't know. It might be the fact that this part here isn't long enough, maybe, because maybe it needs a longer travel path straight up to it for some reason. I don't know. That's just one of my theories. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. I'm going to continue trying to, work out the bugs. I'll go back in the other world, try and figure out why that minecart is stopping, why it's stopping up here on top of this detector rail and not at an angle on this powered rail. So I'll go ahead and figure that out, and hopefully in the next episode that won't be an issue anymore and we can continue from there. And I'll go ahead and do other things like mine out some more grass and stuff you guys don't necessarily need to see or want to see on camera. But until my next video, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it so much. If you made it to this point in the video and you enjoyed this video in some way, shape, or form, or found some sort of help from this or something like that, please like the video. I'd appreciate it a lot. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good one.